This is Yeti. I've started a new save purely because I've learned so much, and I looked through the previous videos that I was doing, the ones that I'd recorded but not edited, and they were really long and just full of me looking at stats and just not very entertaining. So I'm going to try a different way and do lots of skipping and editing. I'll show stuff that I'm doing, but I'll skip along more and try and sort it so the episodes are a lot shorter because they're really long. So obviously that's the other side there, and that's another game I was playing. I'm still playing, but I wanted to do another video. I enjoyed doing it. So we'll start with. I always start in UK and combined on normal, just because that's the way I play games. I understand it doesn't affect the difficulty of actually winning races. It's more what you start with. You start with more horses on easier. Um, I'll do the same thing again and sell my starter horses by a breeding barn straight away. So we'll start with trainer and owner. I like messing with the training and stuff, but that took up a lot of time as well. So I'll edit. I'll show what I'm doing, but I'll edit better. As before, I don't have the legends. This is a straight install from Steam. There's no mods working at all. This is just a straight game out the box. So we'll see what we've got. I don't do any of this yet. You can pick where you want your stable and stuff, because I won't be racing. It'll just be lots of skipping, so I don't bother with that. So we'll have a look at what we've got. When you're on a combined, you have to remember flats, jumps. You see the difference. So that's by a Group 1 winner. Not very good stats. So that can go straight away. Room for review. Goodbye. Gold away is from a Group 3 win. Also with not very good stats. I will re-roll if I don't get enough money. I need 600 grand. We established that. Well, I've established that over the many saves that I've done. So if I don't get 600, then I can't do the breeding barn. So let's have a quick look and see how much money we're going to make. Okay, so we're halfway there. We're halfway to what we need. We need another 230 around from these next two sales. Gold away is not doing well. 35. It's not going, no. So I'll be re-rolling. So we'll check this out for the new game. I'll skip ahead and get to the auctions again, and we'll see how that one goes. Back shortly. Action. So we're back at, excuse me. Hello again. So we're back at the next round of auction. It's the 15th of April again. Our three horses are not good. I'm not hopeful of these either. They are terrible, to be fair, and I wouldn't want to race them. And we're not looking good on the money. This one's got to go for about 400,000. So we'll re-roll again. Back shortly. So we're back again at the auctions, trying to get some decent money, and we'll just see how they go. Okay, that one started quite well. Remember, we need, also, my estimation is I need 600,000 in total. So we're starting off quite well. I need 500,000 from these sales. That's 390, so that'll come out. Obviously, the auction house takes a slice. Always remember that. We've actually got three, so they took, and oh, look at that. There we go. Okay, this will be the save we start with. 240 for that one. So we're above 600. and we're going to get about 100 maybe. No, we're stuck at 86, so we're above 700,000. So we can start immediately. We'll get rid of that. This is our head lad telling us we need a horse transporter. So we will immediately go on to our stable and buy the breeding. I always buy gallop rails as well, just because they've got to have rails to gallop with, surely. And I don't need a trailer, but I will get one just so it's already there. I have no idea why, I just will. So straight away, we've bought those. We've got our breeding barn, so we will give our we'll place our. I always place it here because you're sort of in the middle, and it's only expense level 3. So you're sort of in the middle. It tells you how many miles from each um, race course you are. So it can't be good for them being transported. And so the closer you are to the main race courses, the better. I'm quite close to Aintree. My aim is obviously to win the national, but then we are almost next to. Where is it on the map? Cheltenham. There we are. So we're quite close to Cheltenham there, which isn't too far to go. So we've got the Cheltenham Festival as well. So we'll fix our stable in place because I like it there. Just slightly into Wales. There we go. And there we are. We'll give it a name. I always call it the same thing just because I'm a bit of a sci-fi nerd. So on we go to the auctions. We're back. It's Thursday. So we're on to the race day. We'll skip the race day. Not bothered. When we will look at buying horses, we have got 247,000 now. I will go into debt, but your first round of horses is the ones that get you a back above water. So we will buy as many horses as we can on the cheap. I'll spend a bit more on the stallion. I think that's important to spend a bit more on the stallion than the mares. So we'll have a look at what we've got. 132,000 is, I don't know whether it's a little out of our range. I think he's going to go up to quite a bit. I don't want to spend too much, but I also don't want to buy rubbish. So we'll buy a half decent stallion, but I can't spend too much because I need to buy a large amount of mares, and I also need to go back to the stable and buy more stable places because I'm just gonna breed as many as I can with the horses I get. Those stallions wise, with a rating of 80, only 4.5, 8 years old. There's no point looking at the minute at the anything else I haven't raced yet. So we just want to make sure they're not excitable. Any of the ones we're going to look at, we don't want them to be excitable. And I need to 133. He's a jumper. He's only 4, which is a shame to chuck him into stud that quickly, but he'll last for a long time. 25,000 reserve is a possibility. We've got a couple of mares as well, so I'll just start buying loads of mares, more cheap. I'll go cheap on the mares. There's only 3 on there. She could be our first. She's a bit expensive, but it might be nice to have a decent mare, maybe. I don't know. I'm more thinking just splash out on a stallion. If you're guided by the auction price, he's going to be absolute rubbish. But if you look at that price, 326, that says to me he's going to be a half decent horse. But obviously he's out of our price range. But if you go by, yeah, it's a lottery at this time, especially when you can't see how they've ridden. Yes, they've got a rating, but where's that generated from? So we'll just see how the prices look. Obviously, it also depends on the interest of the AI trainers. or just say the AI owners. So we don't want a gelding anyway. That one's just gone straight away for 10 grand. So this one's going to go for a lot. I know it's not going at all, so I'm not going to bid on it if no one else is going to bother. That's not right. So we've got this mare for 2,000. That isn't going to go. No, do it now. She's too expensive. Click. Whoopsie. That was. We don't need a colt. That one's far too expensive. What's he go for? He's not even going. Okay, Wizard King was a maybe. Although I wanted to spend a bit more on a decent stallion. No, I'll let him go. I'll let him go. He's not enough. So we'll skip the colt and the filly. And we've got Red Blossom. No, Loving Thought. Oh, bless her. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, I've kicked off the bidding there. The reserve of 14,000. Somebody's. I'm gonna have to still bid. We'll go 14,100. Just. So she's going to be our first mare, but I won't unless I get a stallion. I won't immediately throw her in to the barn. I might race her. So that's it. There's no more there. So, okay. Looks like Loving Thought's going to get a race. Let's have a look. How bad? Yeah. Okay, that's not too bad there. As you can see, jump and start. We haven't got the stats yet. You don't get it until you've bought your jump gallops and your training stalls. You don't see that stat obviously until because you can't assess them yet. I presume. So I was going to increase my capacity just for when the first, because hopefully I'm going to have more than 6 come through straight away. That's my goal, is to get more than 6. She's up for the Highland Grand National. So we've got our other horsey stats. Bit of potential to go into. No finish application at all. That's unfortunate, isn't it? Overall, not too bad. Not too bad considering how much we paid. Meh. Pleasantly surprised there. This position's normal. Softer ground. Okay. I don't think we're going to get any soft ground in these races that we're doing might do in April maybe. So I'm going to have a look and see what I can find for us to race in. So just for I'll show you how you do it, just because she's already got one declaration there, which is May the 6th. Now, she will be fit for that easily, but I don't know. Let's have a look. I mean, we are top weight, absolutely top weight. I don't think I want that for her first race. So we've got, that's your chase stat and that's your hurdle stat. So a lot of the, so we'll drop onto a distance is 3-4. Obviously she's never raced, so that's the only indicator you've got. Can't see what her jumping ability is, but she's got some potential training and jumping speed potential. Jumping speed is brilliant when you get that boost going over the jump. So we'll just have a look and see what we've got around that 3 mile 4 breeding marker. And there isn't anything. There's a C3. She won't be still. I'll have a stallion by then, there's no point. We've got, should be fit for that. Shall I just do it? Regardless of, it should be midweight. Yeah, why not? It's going to be her only race, so we may as well do it. So I'll go with nickel. I always pick nickel. I don't know why, I just do. So we've got a race on the 30th. We've booked our jockey, and away we go. So we'll immediately put her onto hard training because we've got an 8-day, and she might make it, and she should make it up to there. So go. I'll just skip forward to the auctions. So we're on the auctions again. I've had a quick look. He looked great until I realised I noticed he was a gelding. So we can't breed from him, obviously. A lot of them, although his rating's low, the stallions here are, you've got 0 with a really high rating. So I'm not sure, and he's laid back. I want to take a good look at him, but with his rating, I've got a feeling he's going to be really expensive. All of these are irrelevant or out of our price range, and we've got He's So Cool, who's just won a selling race. So we'll see what price he goes for. So our first one to look at will be, I'm not going to look at him just from his rating and his small build. It says he's small. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, it's not going to be good over the jumps. And my ultimate is to breed a jumps. Arctic Ice has a low rating, but a price of 31,000, which is about the same as the last one we bought, which turned out to be decent looking. We'll keep an eye on Quest for Success's price, and that's it for the. There's only one mare on there, so we'll with them. No bids for Gloucester. I want to have a look at how much he goes for. Okay, 3,000. Have a quick look at Sheck and see if he does anything. No, he's not. I do want some interest in. Okay, I do want some interest in them, but if they're not going to go for a decent price, then it's not going to go high enough. I'm not going to spend 31,000 if Mr. West is only going to spend 4,800. So Quest for Success was our. I missed the click. I was going to have him for that price, just because of his laid back trait. But oh dear, we'll look at He's So Cool. Anyway, that does annoy me the way it flicks back to the top. Okay, I'm just going to buy him purely because I need to get the breeding going. He's not going for that much. But we'll have him anyway, just to get the breeding going. There we go. we'll have a look. And good finish application, consistency. Constitution isn't that good, so isn't able to race a huge amount. Base stats are okay. Jumping ability potential, I like that. So on the jumps, 2 miles forward, jump rating 96%. Not entirely sure what that means, but it's got to be a good thing. 96%. I'd say so. No quirks, we like that as well. Okay, so he'll do for our initial stud, I think. Softer ground as well. Yeah, we just tie him straight to stud because he's going to make with loving thought straight away. Unless she wins this race. Okay, we're going to skip it to it anyway because it is tomorrow. Okay, loving thought. She likes the softer ground. I can't see it being soft. Sandown is firm. Oh dear. Anyway, we'll run it because she's just going to go in the breeding barn anyway. So I don't mess about with the tactics. We'll just go for it because it's her only race. She will immediately be breeding. Away we go. Okay. So we're going to see a race before I have to start skipping, which is nice. And at least I'm going to have I'm going to have at least one breeding pair. I'm going to get loads of mares anyway, because he looks like a decent stallion. So there we are, over there in our nice blue and yellow. And away we go. We'll skip it up because this is a long race. 28 furlongs to go. Pockets Pick, Malina, Stolen Glance. We are fourth there, just ahead of Halo America, behind closed doors. And then What a Friend is just on. Way back, bless her. If she's a girl, you never know. So we have Pockets Pick out in front with Malinas a few lengths behind. What's that, 4 or 5 lengths? Then another 4 or 5 lengths back to Stolen Glance. Then we come. We've lost Pockets Pick. Okay, that's changed things a bit. And we've lost Malinas. Okay, we're now sort of, you'd call that riding handy, really. We're just settling in. Oh, that was a bit of an up and down jump there. I'm going to change the view. Yeah, just to that. I like that. As you can see, my graphics aren't great because I have loads of problems with crashing. Oh, that was a really bad jump. You sort of dropped back there. We're now sort of further out. There's a better jump. There you go. Swings and roundabouts, eh? But we're sitting last. Stolen Glance is still up there. I don't know what number's that one. Is that number 1? Oh, no, or number 2? The black one in front is the owner wishes the jockey was still there. But we've got Stolen Glance and Hello America. We're moving up on the inside. We could be blocked there. Are we blocked? That was a good jump. And another good jump straight up into second. That's the advantage a good jump can give you. Look at that. Go on. So Loving Thought, who I was sceptical on for the firm ground, is proving me really wrong. She's out in the lead. Hello America in second. Stolen Glance is coming up nicely, along with Halo America. It's all kicking off. So we'll slow it down, and we've just gone out into a 6 lengths lead. Is it 5, 6? We're running well. I'm getting excited. Behind closed doors is trying to push on, along with What a Friend and Halo America. But we are stretching out nicely. Look at that. I am. Oh, that was a bit of a short jump there, love. Calm yourself. We're running well. What a Friend is trying to pull it in. I'm hoping he's not. just gonna we're gonna hold on. We did win, even though the video screen obscured it. That's annoying sometimes. So yeah, we got a win. We ran away with that. That was quite unbelievable. We've made some cash there, haven't we? Wonder how much cash we've made. Loving thought, 7-1. Okay, so we won. She won a grade 3 handicap. Immediately, I am shocked. I was not expecting that. It was the wrong ground. Wow. So we won. Oh, we won 90 grand. Oh my word, stayed on strongly. Yes, she did. It helped that the ones in front fell. I think that was a pivotal moment there, wasn't it? When those two in front fell. We've got a fair amount of money there to keep us going. Get some good mares in. Well, not good, but many. We'll just breed them. I'm going to invest in a really good stallion, I think. The jockey says, restrained a lovely horse, please keep me in mind. Yeah, I know. I am now thinking, should we keep her? We've won a grade 3 in our first ever race. How high has that put us up the trainers immediately? We'll change that to the jumps, and we are second. Hey, that was a nice surprise. Look at that. I've never even seen myself on anywhere near that, ever. Okay, I think we'll keep her out. I'm just going to go and buy more mares. We'll drop her down to nothing for her. I always like to have these up to almost full when I race them again. I think that I take that to condition, and yeah, they just need to be high, surely, for its race condition, in my opinion. If anybody knows different, let me know. If you can race them when they're down here and they're still at the same level, then please let me know. We'll go to the auction and see what we can pick up. Well, that's disappointing, isn't it, for this week? Yeah. I need to get breeding, but I don't want to put that mare in. I want to try. I want to run her again. That was fun. So we're just gonna skip along to the next auction. Okay, we'll just skip it along. Okay, this is better. Opium Creek, rating of 74. It's not really races, but oh, that's a big rating. She could be very expensive. We'll keep an eye on her though. Not normal disposition yet. So next. No, I'm just going to look at her anyway, see how much she goes for. Okay, so there's two mares. We'll have a look at both. Not going to bother with another stallion until I've got mares to breed with the first one. Okay. How much are we looking at? Yeah, we'll go with that. Captain Kirk opposing me. Oh, sod off. This is turning into a bit of a bidding war and eating up a lot of our money. That might be too much. If this horse turns out to be rubbish, I am not going to be happy with myself. I got carried away with the clicking there. Okay. We'll skip along to Colorado Dancer and just see if we can pick up a cheap mare. Batchworth Dancer now. Chris Orme had a horse called Batchworth Dancer that won loads and gone for 1,200. I should have put a bid in then, just for the fun of it, just to see if. Okay, we'll have a look at this one. Cheap as chips. Will probably be horrendous, but Hopefully the foal will sell for more than that. Okay, we'll get rid of them. No, we're not interested in any of those. Let's have a look now. We've got Colorado Dancer, who's going in no matter what. Disappointing. Not bad. We've got a good, very good finish application. If we can breed them in, surface adaptability, that'd be nice. No quirk skin. That's good. Constitution isn't too good, but she's got a few.
Plus,
So we'll retire her to stud immediately. And Opium Creek now. This was the expensive one. Okay. A bit overpriced, maybe. She's not a jumper at all. She's a 1 mile 1, but a Group 1 winner though. Okay. I'm going to race her. Because Colorado Dancer is going to breed, so I'm just going to advance a die. So she goes into the Colorado Dancer goes into the breeding barn. So we've got his so-called Colorado Dancer and confirm. And you've got a 14-day cycle for every breeding pair. It's 14-day cycle. I always do repeat on successful, just keep them going. If this one doesn't come out on softer ground, then I don't know what the score is. Okay, so we'll leave this one here. I've got to stop watch running, and I'm trying to keep them short, as one of the comments said. So we'll see how this one looks once I've got round to editing it. Okay, so if anyone's watching, drop a comment if you like it or not. Let me know how I'm doing. Any advice on the game itself, or any advice on the way I'm recording, how I'm presenting it, because obviously I've only done 2 previous videos. So I'll see you soon.